Imagine this. A single Formula One season can cost a team more than $500 million. But where does all that money go? And more importantly, who spends the most? Today, we're diving into the hidden world of F1 budgets to uncover the spending secrets that the teams don't want you to know. Stay tuned, because we'll reveal who tops the spending charts and how it could mean the difference between glory and failure on race day. Formula One is the most elite motorsport in the world, but the price of competition goes far beyond what most people imagine. From state-of-the-art facilities to paying superstar drivers, every dollar spent is part of a high-stakes gamble for victory. So, where do the biggest F1 teams spend their money, and is it always worth it? First, let's break down the basics. Most F1 team budgets cover three main areas: car development, personnel, and operations. But it's the development that eats up the biggest slice. From aerodynamics to engines, every single part of an F1 car must be designed and tested to perfection. And that perfection, it costs millions. Mercedes, for instance, spends almost $300 million just on car development. They're not just creating cars, they're crafting the ultimate racing machines with no expense spared. But the car is only one part of the equation. A driver's skill is what truly brings it to life. And that skill comes at a premium. Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, and Charles Leclerc earn tens of millions annually. And top teams are willing to pay, because one championship can be worth more than their entire salary. Now imagine if you were a team principal. Would you gamble on a rookie or pay millions for a proven champion? That's the dilemma these teams face every season. Behind closed doors, another fierce battle rages on. In the research and development departments, engineers and designers work around the clock to create every micro adjustment that could shave milliseconds off lap times. But this R&D, it's what makes Formula One a billionaire's playground. In 2021, the FIA introduced a spending cap, limiting teams to $145 million per season, down from their usual sky-high budgets. But as with any rule, there are always loopholes. Teams like Ferrari and Red Bull have found creative ways to spend more, from strategic partnerships to specialized third-party suppliers that technically fall outside the budget cap. These tricks keep them competitive. But at what cost? So who's spending the most this season? Right now, it's Red Bull and Mercedes at the top, closely followed by Ferrari. But there's a twist. Sometimes the biggest spender doesn't win the title. In fact, history shows that money can only buy so much. Some of the biggest surprises in F1 have come from underdog teams outsmarting the giants, proving that strategy, not just spending, makes a champion. And there you have it, the high-stakes spending wars of Formula One. From multi-million-dollar cars to superstar salaries, each dollar spent is a calculated risk. But in the end, there's one question every team has to answer. How far are they willing to go and spend for the chance to make history?